I'll start today with a big story in the football world. Neon Deion Sanders in his gold jacket he didn't buy, that means NFL Hall of Famer by the way, is going to be the Colorado Buffs' new head coach. He's leaving Jackson State after 3 seasons. His team achieved a 12-0 record this year, the first undefeated season in program history. Sanders is reportedly being offered a $30 million contract over 5 years. Long story short, prime time is coming to the Pac-12. For 101 years, the Bears reigned as the NFL's winningest franchise, having either maintained sole possession or tied for first in wins since they overtook the Buffalo All-Americans in December of 1921. On Sunday, however, this all changed. The NFL's oldest rivalry was renewed when the Aaron Rodgers-led Green Bay Packers and Chicago Bears squared off at Soldier Field for the 206th all-time matchup. History was in the making with the two teams deadlocked at 786 all-time wins apiece. As a lifelong die-hard Bears fan, this was a game I badly wanted. And like many times before, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers ripped my heart out. USC would have been in the playoff with a win, but lost in the Pac-12 championship game to the Utah Utes and their quarterback Cam Rising 47-24. Even with the loss, USC's quarterback Caleb Williams could be taking the Heisman Trophy home this weekend. People thought that Alabama might be the first team into the playoff with 2 losses. So that Georgia and Ohio State game, New Year's Eve, is going to be a classic possibly in the making. Number 1, Nathaniel Espinoza with his first career snap for the Chapman Panthers. Starts off with good field position now. Chapman lining up with Cartwright and Mendoza in the backfield. Look for Mendoza to get some sort of screen play to the left side, or Espinoza to keep off and run it. And he will keep the ball. He's up to that 45, up to the 40, 35, 30. Espinoza to the 20. He's inside the 10 to the 5 and brought down at the 4-yard line in his first career snap with Chapman. He's got great wheels. He had 5 rushing touchdowns a season ago at Golden West, and you see it. One of the fastest players on this roster, Dan. What a start. If you're looking for some drama to cap off your Saturday night, come and stay a while for some Saturday night football between the Chapman Panthers and the Cal Lutheran Kingsmen. We are live on Chapman Sports Broadcasting Network's coverage of SCIAC football. Hi, everybody. I'm Josh Blender alongside a healthy Zoe Franklin. Yep, you see Wyatt Harden to start. We mentioned his importance and how good of a game he had. Expect Chapman on this part of the field, maybe taking a shot earlier this first play. One-on-one, top of your screen, Spencer Corona. He's alone out there. Espinoza out of the shotgun, fakes the snap. He's going to take a shot downfield to Spencer Corona, makes the grab. He's down on the Kingsman 38-yard line. So Chapman goes to Corona, first play of the game. And it looked like some contact, 50-50 ball. He makes a heck of a grab, and he's trying to get this crowd fired up. So when we talk about football in terms of the X's and O's, sometimes as a fan it can get a little bit complicated. That's what I'm here for. 2 weeks ago when Chapman played Pomona in their homecoming game, there's a bit of struggles on the offense and the defensive side. Yeah, so let's start things off. This is a 3rd and 15 play for the Panthers. You got to pick it up. They're down by 18 in the 3rd quarter situation, driving ball at Pomona's 35-yard line. So Espinoza, he's in the shotgun as he normally is. He's got 3 options at the top of your screen. He's going to end up going on a dig route, 18-yard completion to his wide receiver in James Kroll. So in the second frame, we're going to see the opportunities and who he could go to on this throw. So right here, he could go to John Kroll, dump it off, see how many yards he can get. But there's an opportunity in the middle of the field right here going to James Kroll. So the linebacker in coverage, Pomona looks to be in cover 4 deep, 4 under. And there's a window right here behind this linebacker getting the football to him. He makes a terrific throw right behind the linebacker. James Kroll is able to make the grab in the completion, and the Panthers pick up a first down, extend the drive, and they end up scoring a touchdown, making an 11-point football game. And then in the second clip we're going to be taking a look at, it's the Panthers' 11-point game several minutes after this previous completion. You have Shower Noble out in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers to the top of the screen. But where my eyes are looking at is the bottom of the screen now, where we have this one-on-one matchup. They're going to be in cover 4. Same thing, keep the ball in front of it. It's a good call from defensive coordinator David Bishop. But right here, you've got Isaac Holbrook and Quentin Wimmer. So if I'm as a quarterback, I'm looking, let's get the ball to my big tight end, give him an opportunity. He already had 2 touchdowns early in this game. Second frame, things you have to look at if you're a defensive coordinator on a 3rd and long. Are we going to send pressure? Are we going to blitz, send 5-6 guys to give them less time to throw? Or are we dropping more people into coverage? Chapman only rushes 4 guys, so it gives Noble more time to throw, but Chapman has more guys in coverage. As we mentioned, outside one-on-one matchup, tosses it up, and in this last frame, you can see Quint Wemmer ends up making a grab, one-on-one situation. You can be the best play caller in the world, alignment, assignment, players being in the right spot. But at the end of the day, 50-50 ball, you got to be able to make a play. And Isaac Holbrook not able to do so. Right, you call that a coverage sack. Bottom of your screen, though, Spencer Corona one-on-one. Doesn't look like there's going to be any safety help. This is going to be a free play. Espinoza going to Corona. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chapman. They get a free play. You see Aaron Rodgers do this in the NFL. They go to Corona, and the Panthers strike first. Postseason begins Saturday. That means playoffs in the National Football League. The big story in the AFC right now is that the Miami Dolphins are going to be without their starting quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa. He couldn't clear the concussion protocol, and their head coach, Mike McDaniel, ruled him out. Their second-string quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater, is not going to be playing either with that dislocated right pinky on his throwing hand. So Skylar Thompson, their third-string quarterback, is going to be starting against the Buffalo Bills. Looks like a tall task for the third-string quarterback. Also injury news, Tyler Huntley is going to be starting for the Baltimore Ravens. We'll see how that plays out. Let's throw it to the NFC. Second seed San Francisco 49ers after a great season. They're going to be playing the Seahawks, who just slid in after the Packers were defeated by the Lions on Sunday Night Football. Minnesota Vikings and Kirk Cousins going to be at home against the New York Giants. The first thing you have to look at in football is the quarterback position, right? And Kirk Cousins, even though if you take a look at his stats compared to where he has been in the past, you're like, the production is low, but he's been efficient.
And it was a strong return to football. How do you feel about DeAndre Hopkins? Controversy, no controversy, great player, what is it?
Just from the football perspective, that's what I usually like to look at. He's a great football player. When he's healthy, he's one of the best in the NFL. I don't think there's much argument to that. And his impact for the Cardinals offense is evident. And he had a huge game. And you can see the chemistry he had with Kyler. I loved a couple of like a back shoulder throw he had later in that second half. And in that defense is they like a lot of disguised looks up front as a defense in terms of they're going to walk up in that 3-4. You don't know where the pressure is going to come, but also in responsibilities and coverage, they play a lot of cover one. It's just man-to-man. And where, do you see success on the offensive side of the ball? That's going to be Kyler's legs. I think Kyler's going to have a really good day on the ground running the football. And then the Vikings really, they're a team that need to be in rhythm. Throughout Cousins' career, there's parts of every game where he looks terrific when he's in rhythm, when you're picking up yards on first and second down. For sports, this weekend began the NFL playoffs. In the AFC to start, the Jaguars had a wild 27-point comeback win over the Chargers. Questions are brought up now if the Chargers head coach, Brandon Staley, may be fired. The Bills beat the Dolphins at home 34-31. But man, for Bills fans, was this a little bit too close for comfort against their third-string quarterback, Skylar Thompson. The Bengals and the Ravens, that play at the goal line. Tyler Huntley trying to break the plane. He can't do so. Fumbles. And the defensive lineman, Sam Hubbard, returns at 98 yards for the return and winning touchdown. Over in the NFC, the Giants knocked off the Vikings 31-24. And how good did Daniel Jones look, as well as running back Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be a free agent this offseason. We'll see if the Giants, they sign him. Elsewhere this weekend, the 49ers bested the Seahawks 41-23. Pretty close in the first half, but the 49ers showing how strong of a team they are with Brock Purdy at the helm. The Bucs were bested by the Cowboys. Brady's first loss against America's team. We'll see if he retires or if the old man decides to come back. That's it for me today at the desk. This is Josh Blinder. Thanks for watching.